Hi there. Welcome to December's virtual free card class. Glad that you're here with me tonight. Hi Nancy. And again, Facebook changed something, so I don't see any comments until I get you pulled up on my little other device here on the side. So if you see me kind of looking over to the side, that's what's happening. Hi Pam. Great. Well, it looks like I have a few of you here. So what do? I come to you monthly with a free card class, and I think you're going to enjoy the ones that I have today. Now, you can get all of these kits for free if you purchase $30 with me, and as the note said at the very beginning, this is going to only be through December 19th. I almost said October, I don't know why. But this is going to be through December 19th. And if you have a $30 order, you get the card packets for free. And then if you bump up to $50, then you're going to get a free package of gems. And those are going to be the Elegant Faceted Gems. That's what I'll have for you for this month, okay? That can be, there's lots of great stuff still on the clearance rack. You can get kits, whatever. As long as you have it that equals the $30 in product, it's yours. It's going to be shipped after the 19th once I have everybody's order in. Hi Pam and Elaine and Donna. Hi Jeanne. So, if you are catching this video on the YouTube channel, my name is Barb. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am going to share some fun cards with you right now. You're out of pearls. How can you run out of pearls, Miss Linda? That's a basic one, right? Well, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera down so that we can get started with our first card. There we go. You can still see me right up here in this little area, so if you need to see my face, you'll see my head most of the time, but I'm here. So, all right. Hopefully the camera is bright enough. Let me see if I have this all the way up. Yep, I think I do. Hi, Shar. Well, welcome everyone. The first card we're going to do, this one I thought could be a masculine card. Okay, so we are going to use a stamp set. I've used a little bit, but it's in the annual catalog, and it's called Positive Thoughts. Now, it used to come in a bundle, but you know how that works. If you're new, you don't know how that works. Stampin' Up! Offers bundles that gives you 10% off the stamp set, and then dies. Now, dies come in their own little thing, but I keep mine with my stamps. But this one has several dies that are nice, that goes with the images, and then you have some that are different. They don't have images to go with them. They just kind of complement and go with. So that's a prime way, what do I want to say, a segue, I guess, to tell you that if there is a bundle in the Holiday Mini Catalog, let me grab it behind me here. In the Holiday Mini Catalog, if there is a bundle that you want, if it's not already sold out, you will want to get it now, okay? So what that means is, if there's a bundle in here, you can get the 10% off. If you wait, if it is a carryover, and there are a few of them, that's going to carry over into the spring catalog and then next year's catalog. For example, this one is going to be in next year's catalog. It's going to be carried over, is what I'm saying. You'll want to grab the whole package while it's a bundle. Otherwise, you got to pay separate for the dies and separate for the set. And right now, that's the way this is right here. Okay. So, but you don't need the dies for this free class. Anything that's die cut or embossed or punched, those are also going to be in your kit. So, all right, so let's get started with this one, and we are going to use Misty Moonlight. It's one of my favorite blues that we have. That is a in color that'll be leaving us in April, unless they do something different where they have colors in the or refresh or something like that and carry some things over. You never know. Just never know. All right. Oh, I see, let's see, who else is on here? I hope I didn't miss anybody, but thank you for watching. I'm glad that you're here. And you can always go back and find this, like I said. It'll be in the video section under Stamp with Barb. It will also be on YouTube under Barb Ryder, my channel, okay? So, here's what we have. You're going to get an envelope with each card, and here are the pieces that you're going to get with your kit. And so what I like to do is go ahead and tell you the measurements of everything as I have it here on the video, because you'll be going back to this video to reference along with your written documentation kind of tutorial with photos to know how to put it together. So this piece is 7 3/4 by 4 1/4. And then I have scored this at 2 1/4. Okay, so this is kind of your card base. And then we have some more pieces. We have the vanilla, which is 5 1/4 by 4, which is going to be the inside piece. Then we have some layers. This is actually crushed curry, and this is 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. Yes, Jeanne, I did get your message. Thank you for reminding me. I will respond to you, my dear, okay? Think we can do something for you. So the next one is 3 by 4 1/2. And then this, I use that die, and I don't know, there you go. You can see how it's got the die cut around. It cuts it out this size, and you have the nice little indentations here. So, those are your pieces. Then you need a scrap, and this is just a 1-inch scrap, and you have a lot of these where I cut different sizes of paper. I do keep my strips. Then you're going to have a couple of the die cuts that come in the stamps, the dies to go with this, and we're going to use those. Okay? All right, so what are we going to do? Let's go ahead and start out and move all these pieces aside. We're going to start out with this cool feather that is in this stamp set. And you know, as I'm sitting here, I just realized I did not grab some samples I wanted to show you. All right, so we're going to just ink up the feather over here in the Misty Moonlight, and I'm just going to stamp right on this top piece here. And I'm just going to stamp this random, just basic stamping, tone on tone. And come up here, and then I'm going to open this up and stamp one more right here, just like that. All right, so there we are with that part. And then let's go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and grab, put this aside for a second. Let's go ahead and do all the stamping before we put everything together. That's usually what I like to teach you, is that when you're doing a stamping, especially if you're using the same color on several things, you'll want to do the stamping first. So, and this is a really cool thing. So if you're looking at colors to buy so that you have colors in your collection, I guess, you will get a lot of usage out of these darker colors, especially when you can do several what do I want to say? Goodness, what's the right word for it? Generations of color. I couldn't think for a second. But I'm going to kind of go in the middle here, and I'm going to go, or look towards the middle. So 1, 2, 3. Now look at that. See how you get 3 different colors there? And that's just going to be on the inside as a decoration. Now you'll see why I needed to come over to the middle a little bit here. All right, so there's that. Now let's go ahead and finish our stamping. So I'm going to move this over to the side, And we're going to take this kind of fern piece, and we're going to stamp this. This is going to go long ways, and so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to come up and I'm going to stamp once. Oh, Barb. And then we are going to come over here and we're going to stamp again. I just didn't push hard enough, or I didn't have enough ink up there, but and the stamp is made that way. It has a little, see how it has little gaps in there like that? So then I'm going to turn it this way, and I need to, I'm going to kind of come right in here. Let's do that, and come right here with that one, and I'm going to do a third one right up there. Okay, it looks like a hot mess right now, but it's going to be beautiful when you see it. Okay, so there we are, and my stamping chamois, and you just take this after you've got your ink stamped off. I did all 3 times on here, so I just didn't stamp it off on there. But then you just rub it in here, and then all the ink is off of your stamp. All right, that's a must-have tool if you guys don't have it. We also have a stamp and scrub that is kind of like a furry cleaner where you spray the mist on one side and then dry on the other. But this is fast and simple, and so I've gotten used to using this, and I love this a lot. So there's that. Okay, now one more thing to stamp. Let's grab our piece over here. That is this one right here, and we're going to stamp the saying, "Friends like you mean more every year." So, and this could be a birthday card because it says means more every year. So if you have another birthday set, there's no birthday, happy birthday in this sentiment of this stamp set. However, if you have other stamps and other sentiments, use whatever you have. All right, so I'm going to take this, and I am going to try to bring it a little closer to me so I can see. So the top, you guys will see the top of my head for a minute. I need a little bit of space over there, but let's stamp that here. All right, so there we go. And what I meant was earlier, see, I just stamped once, but look how much ink is still on this stamp. And so you want to stamp off the extra ink before you go into your chamois to clean. Hey everybody, I see more of you have jumped on here, and welcome. I always love to hear where you guys are from. I know I recognize so many of you that come on and watch me. I appreciate your coming back all the time to see what's going on in the Barbie's Blessings world, right? Okay, we're done with the stamping. So the next thing we need to do is put everything together. So pretty easy. You're going to get all this cut, and if you don't have this stamp set, you know, Forever Fern would look great here. Use what stamps that you have. I always want to make sure you know that you can use whatever stamp sets you have. You don't always have to have exactly what I have, but if you need those, that'll be part of your $30. You just go online and order with that host code I shared at the beginning, and I'll share it again. So, all right, let's put this together. Where's all my pieces here? Okay, so we're going to start out. I've got 3 layers here. Let's get our stamp and seal right here, and turn this over, and we're going to put some adhesive here and here, just enough to put it on here. Now this is, did I measure? I don't even know, I don't remember if I measured the, this is, I didn't. I remember now because I didn't tell you what color this was, or maybe I did. Yes, I did. 3 by 4.5. This is Cherry Cobbler. Cherry Cobbler, Crushed Curry, Misty Moonlight, and Vanilla. That's our colors. All right, next, let's go ahead and get this put down onto our Crushed Curry. So there's a little bit of equal border on all 4 sides. Okay, so I've got the 3 pieces up here, and that's what I want. All right, this piece is actually going to go on the inside of our card. So let's bring that over here. And that has a little bit of a edging on the outside there. Yeah, so you could just write your little information here, or you can stamp your sentiment in a darker color right across there. That would work fabulous. All right, so this is going to go on top of here. See that? Look how beautiful. And this is actually going to go on here, and then we're going to trim this about right there. So this is I will measure and give you the right size, but I just had to scrap. But I'm going to put my fingernail right there. That's how we're going to judge it. I'm going to grab my scissors, and yes, I'm going to just eyeball this, and we're going to try to cut it straight. So let's see how well we do. All right, not bad. Okay. All right, let me see. Let's get the, what I like to do also is eyeball this to know where I have it. And that way, right here. So when you want to make sure you don't put adhesive on the back side here, because you don't want it to stick to the inside of your card. So let's measure that over here. And so about right there where my finger is. And so what I do is I kind of hold that, turn it over, and then kind of hold my finger there so I know where things are, and put that adhesive down. And let's put that down here, just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop this up with dimensionals. So let me grab those. So yes, you will need your own inks, you'll need your own adhesives. What I do is I send you everything in the kit. And I just realized I don't have, we're going to use the outer edges of my large dimensionals, because I've run out of all the circles that come in there, and I just clip the sides, because you never want to throw away those sides. Okay, so here's another tip. When you're putting this on, make sure you don't get adhesive on this side right here. You want to keep it on the side that's going to go on this piece, not over here. Okay, so let's do that. And let's bring that. And so see how this just kind of hides that little middle section there? It's fabulous. I love it. Okay, there we go. And then last but not least, we are going to add our other feather, which coordinates with our feather here. And see why I wanted some space up here? So this right here, two things. You can use your adhesive, or I like to use my green glue for these kind of things. And so I'm just going to put a little bit of a dot of glue, if I can get it. There we go. Get it to start coming out. And put that on the back, because it's going to go right on the vanilla. Okay, so let's do that first. You see my feather's kind of going to go there. This is going to go here, just like that. Oh, look at piece of my piece of my backing got stuck in there. There we go. See that? Those things show up everywhere. Okay, this is going to go right here. And so what do I want to do? We're just going to kind of put some adhesive right here. Now, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and put a, what do I want to say? Put dimensional right underneath there to kind of help hold that up, which I have some minis. So let me just grab those, and these are the minis. They're teensy tiny. But I'm going to put one right under the back side of this feather, and that way it's a little more secure on there. All right, there we go. No gems on this one, because I thought you could use that. If you want to put gems on there, you could, but if you want to use it as a masculine card, then no gems, right? There's card number 1. What do you guys think of that one? Do you like it? All right, let's go on to our second card and get my all my parts and pieces here. Oh my gosh, I forgot. This would be really cute. Let's go ahead and stamp a couple feathers on the envelopes. It's always fun to stamp on the envelopes, you guys, don't you think? So let's go ahead and do that. Now you could do the fern too, but I really like these feathers. I don't know why, but I do. And I'm just gonna kind of go like that. And maybe we'll do one more like that just to, and then how about this? We'll come up there. How's that? There we go. So just gives them a little something on their envelope, right? Thank you. Thank you. Good. I'm glad you guys like that. And you know, I am always looking, for those of you that follow me and watch and get the free card kits, I would love to get some feedback from you if you would be willing to do that and let me know what it is that you would like to see in a card kit or a class. I would love that. That would be awesome. All right, there is card number 1. I'm going to sit it behind me here. Okay, I have this really fun card that I came up with. Now, you guys know that there are stamp sets that are going to be gone in the holiday catalog that I just talked about. And so you don't want to miss out if there's stamps in there that you would like to get. This is one that I think is nice. I have shared it before, and there are things in here that you can use that are not just for Christmas. That's what I look for when I'm looking to spend my money on stamps, is what else can I use it for besides that one holiday kind of thing. So we're going to use this stamp right here. We are also going to pull in a background stamp called Daisy Garden. So this is just one large stamp, and let me pull my stamp and sentiment over here. So here we are. I am using my large block. I find, now if you're stamping on a smaller piece of paper, then if you want a smaller piece, I don't know how to describe it. Besides, there's a time to use the Stamparatus and there's a time to use the big block. This is the time to use the big block, okay? You can always use the Stamparatus, have a larger piece of paper, and then cut your paper down. But this way, with what I'm doing, we are not going to be doing that. We're going to be using some designer paper. Can you see that color in there? It's Blushing Bride, and some white peeking through. And then here's the other side. It's like tile. This is In Good Taste paper, which is really can be used for so many things. So we're going to be stamping on this. Yes, we are. And we are going to be using black. We're going to be using some blends. I'll give you the measurement on that paper in just a second. So this, when I did that, when I just started thinking about, you know, I love this daisy stamp, but I thought, oh, I don't know, I just want it to pop, you know, and I just didn't want it on white paper. So I came up with this. All right, so we are going to use our black Memento, okay? And we are going to take our piece of designer paper, and I believe that this is 3 3/4, yes, by 5. That's the size paper, 3 3/4 by 5. Now, we're going to take this, and we're going to take this piece of paper. You need your scrap for that. And I like to go on top of my stamp, okay? So let's do that, and I need the bottom on here. So let's go right here on there and lay that down right on the pink. Lay this down and then rub. And this is how you get a nice crisp image. Oh, you like the heartfelt wishes? Good. It's really cool cursive. So, all right, there we go. Now, here's what we have. Look at that. You really can't see the effect of it unless you can, you have the paper in front of you, but the color, look at, so you can see the pink when I turn it kind of sideways. But you guys, let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to lay this down. Now, here's another fun thing. With your Stampin' Chamois, I just have it in this case for convenience, but look at, you can just take this and you can wash your stamp, just bring it right out and wash your stamp right off instead of going into your little container where you hold it. Okay, there we go. Now my stamp is ready for the next thing. Okay, I'm going to put it over here out of the way. We're going to do some coloring, some real fast coloring. It won't take very long. And you know what? I did tell you that we should do all the stamping before we put things together. So this one is going to do the sending love. I think that's appropriate for all occasions. And look, it says sending love and heartfelt wishes for the inside. Sending love and a happy new year. How about that? You could do anything. Sending love and then write your own note. How about that? All right, so let me just grab what we're going to use here. So the rest of your pieces, let me just do the rest of the pieces while we're doing that. So I have, let's see here, you're going to have a couple things. You're going to have this layer for the inside, which is 5 by 3 1/4, 4 by 5 1/4. 3 3¾ by 5 white, 4 1/4 by 5 black. That's going to go on the inside. And then I have a scrap piece of the designer paper that we used on the front, and that's just going to go right here in the inside, and that's just a 1-inch strip. And you know what? I'm just going to take it right now, and well, we'll do that. Getting ahead of myself. Our base is just jade, and this is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, get it right, and scored at 4 1/4. There we go. So 8 1/2, 5 1/2, 4 1/4, which is folded in the middle, right? Okay. Now this is going to layer behind our front piece, so this is 4 by 5 1/4. All right, there's our pieces. Then we've got some scraps here that we're going to use. One is the white for our sending love, and this one we are going to make kind of a little, instead of ribbon, we're going to use some black, and that's just like a 1/4 of an inch. I have it turned over here, my measuring tool. Yep, it's a 1/2 inch actually, 1/2 inch, and you just need it to be as long as your paper. Okay? All right, so with all of that said, we're going to do some coloring. And I promise you, it does not take long to do the coloring. I am using the coordinating blends. You would have never thought to stamp on the designer paper. Yeah, Jeanne, I think it's kind of fun. Hi, Marion Clark. Thank you for watching, my friend. So we have, this is blush, the Flirty Flamingo, light and dark. These are the Just Jade, light and dark. And then I have light daffodil, light so saffron, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to start with the so saffron, and I'm just going to, look how fast this is. This is going to be my centers, and you're just going to color right on this paper. And if you didn't know, you can also color right on the designer paper. Yes, you can. I'm going to take the light, and I like the brush tip end fills in quickly, so I usually like to use it. And again, you know, I am not, you don't have to be perfect in coloring here. Just, you know, just kind of fill it in. Just, that's all you need to do. So tell me, if I have demonstrators on here, are you guys excited about the new spring catalog and the celebration? Tell me what you think of some of the stamps. Have you guys done any pre-orders? That's one of the benefits, as being a demonstrator is that you get to pre-order before it's available for all the customers. Let's see, here is a little bit of green we need right up here. And I'm just looking for the leaves, you guys. I'm just kind of trying to find all the leaves in here and just quickly put some color down. Look at your comments, because they're over on the side, and you know my head stays down to do the stamping so much that sometimes I feel like I miss some of the comments that fly by. I do my best to go back and look at all of them. And let's see here, just a couple more. I think that the leaves take the longest because they're a little more, you know, the shape. You just have to be a little more careful. But you can see how fast I'm doing this. Hi, Diana. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here. I really appreciate you coming along with me this evening. And if you're watching a replay, especially if you're on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe and click the bell so you know when I upload videos. But this will be on YouTube, so even if you, you know, get the card kit and you don't have time to do it, you're going to be able to just go back, watch the video whenever you have time. All right, let's get that there, and here just a little bit more. Get on the stems. I think I have everything. Now I'm just going to take the smaller tip of the jade and just maybe come in and do a little bit of the lines that are here. Now you could just do it the one color if you want to, but it's so awesome how this just kind of, you can still kind of see the design of the paper, but the what do I want to say, when you color, it just kind of fills it in. It's just, it's amazing. So I'm glad I thought of this. Yeah, just kind of fun stuff. All right, just get some, a little bit of dark in there. There we go. And I believe I'm about done. There we go. You ordered from the new mini, but it hasn't shipped yet? Oh, well, they're getting good on their, I mean, their shipping is better. They're getting caught up. Honestly, they are. I just got an order today that it's back on track, you know, my normal shipping. All right, this is the dark Flirty Flamingo, and I'm just going to see how I'm just kind of wisping this out from the center. That's an easy way to get that dark in there. And again, you can come back if you want to. I like to start, and people use their blends different ways. I like to come in with the dark first and then go back with the light. So let's pop this out, and I'm just kind of bringing it out. And you know, the super thing is, I mean, I guess what I want to say about this whole technique, stamping, you have to look at the different papers that you have, because it won't particularly work on all of them. Some just, you know, but this one, it was perfect. I had in my mind what I wanted and pulled it out, and I'm like, oh, this works beautiful. The very last thing, I'm going to take my light and just come back in and kind of fill this in. Now you can use your brush tip, you can use the bullet tip, whichever one you want. But all I'm doing is getting some of the color all the way to the ends of the flowers. And I hope this hasn't been too boring. I mean, it really has not taken long at all to get this color on here, do you think? What do you guys think? I know it looks like, whoa, she's really going fast, and I am, but it's okay. It works. Okay, let's bring this up close and look at that. And see the color in behind? It's not just the stark white. It's so awesome. I love it. Pretty. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you for the hearts. Yay, I'm glad you guys like it. All right, so now we're ready to finished doing our stamping. Like I said, we should always try to do our stamping, and I just forgot my thing, you know. Forgot what I was thinking there. So let's get this stamped in the Memento Black, Sending Love. And let's come over here, and this one is, I'm going to pull it down over here a little bit towards me so I can see. This one just trips me up that I'm not getting it straight. So that's why I feel like, oh, I got to have it right in front of me. Okay, so that's good. That's pretty good. Okay, got that. Stamping's all done now. Ta-da! Okay, so there. And where's my other little black piece? We're ready to put everything together. So what we're going to do, instead of using some ribbon, we are going to use this, and we're going to bring this over. First of all, I need to trim off a little bit right here. We're just going to do this as straight as we can, just like that. So that's going to come off over here, but of course we need to just do a little angle here. Do the barb, that's what Nancy says. And then this is going to go on top of here, but I want to, let's get this measured up. I want to just do like that, and then now I'm going to come in and do my angle here, just a little bit longer, just like that. Okay? And then let's put these down. And these are just going to be flat. Okay, we're going to just do these flat. So let's take that adhesive and get that on there. You love the font? Yes, I know. I do too. And that's one of them that is going away. It's not being carried over. So if you want that one, make sure that you get it. And, yeah, use it for next Christmas or any occasion that, like the Sending Love is good. The Cheers, that's a good one for a birthday even. Okay, so look at that. See there? There you go. Stamps, ink, and paper, you guys. Well, I did cheat. I did put these guys in here. But, oh, Pooh, you know what? We're going to do this. Thank you for the love. Aw. Okay, I forgot to do one thing. Okay, since we have these blends, I'm going to take the dark, and I am going to just take this and do the outside, which makes it look like you have another layer behind your saying. And yeah, I forgot, and I put it down first, so let's try this again. Alright, let me see here. Get this on straight. Sorry, my head's down. I think I got it. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's bring that up. Can you see that little bit of difference there? There you go. Alright. You ordered it, good deal. Alright, listen, look at how cool this looks on the back from the coloring. So when you use the blends, it does soak through. They're alcohol markers, and it does soak through. So just be aware of that whenever you are using those. And let's get our pieces together. So here we're going to mount this onto the basic black, which just makes it like, ooh, beautiful. My black is not all the way over, but that's okay. It's a handmade card. I tell you guys that all the time, right? Got to have a little bit. If we wanted it perfect, we would have just went and bought one of those other cards, you know. It's factory made. So this is going to go on the Just Jade, and make sure that you've got a nice little border all the way around. And I don't think I'm doing well here. Let's see. There we go. There, that's better. Just like that. And that Just Jade there. Let's go ahead and this piece is going to go here. And when I was getting all tripped up, I just I wanted to just cut off because it's a little bit longer. I just didn't cut it exactly the right length. So let me just do that. Hopefully I didn't just screw that up. Okay. Yeah, I kind of did. Okay. Oh well. There's no mistakes in stamping, right, you guys? That's what I teach you. Who else is on here? Oh, Miss Jan. Welcome. Let's see here. Get this down here, the very bottom. So yeah, if you're just joining me, you can always go back and watch the replay on Stamp with Barb, or go to my YouTube channel. It will be uploaded there once I'm all done, and you'll be able to access that anytime. And then this is just going to go right in the inside of our card. There we go. And again, this is just it has the little bit of a border all the way around, just like that. All right, and there's card number 2. But wait, we forgot to do some gems on this one. These gems are beautiful with this Blushing Bride, and they kind of take on the color that you're using. So use those, and I mean, they're just gorgeous. And you know, you get those free if you place $50 order by the 19th with me, and then you'll have these gems that you can add. So look at that little bit of sparkle that adds in there, right? Now, if you wanted to, if you have the Wink of Stella, you could go in and put that on the centers of your flowers. But I thought that was a great card. I think this one would even be a great card for a sympathy. Sending love, this would be a good sympathy card too, right? All right, so there's card number 2. And let's see here. That one took a little bit more time because it was the coloring, but it doesn't take too much time. All right, and I will tell you that I think we're going to be going a little bit over 8 o'clock, okay? But it's worth it. I promise you, it's worth it. So let's keep the gems because we might want to use those on something else, and then make some space. And let's put that here so I know where it's at. We are going to go on to our next card. Yep, I did not click that. I am going to bring out a stamp set that I actually shared this one on my Thursday live, which I did Friday. I did a Friday live because I had to change my time frame. I'm pretty sure I lose track. I am so busy that I believe that was the case. But anyway, last week, my normal video that I usually do Thursday, I had to do on Friday. And I used this stamp set on that class, or even demonstration more so, because there was no special with that one. But I told you that this stamp set is, I think it is a sleeper that's in that holiday catalog, and it's going to be gone. So this is one that you'll want to grab and use for lots of things, okay? And that one is this, the Little Delights, okay? We're going to do a totally different card than what we've done before. So I'll show you. This is the card I did on my other live, which was a shaker card, okay? So this is not part of the kit, but see the shakers in there? So this is, how cute is that? Super easy. So there's that one. And then on a previous card class, this is one that we did that was in one of the free card kits recently. So there you go. And we're going to do one more, okay? And we're going to use the Stitch with Whimsy. So you're going to get a piece of white that is already die cut. See there? Can you see that in there? It really gives it a nice texture. So 3 3/4 by 5, and then I have Granny Apple Green, which is 4 by 5 1/4, and then I have a card base, which is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and folded in the middle, which is scored at 4 1/4. Okay. Then I have a strip of a 1/2 inch, I believe, white that we're going to be using to stamp on, and of course it's way bigger than what we need, but you know, we need that sometimes, because if we don't get it right the first time, we got to try again. All right, so what are we doing? I'm going to show you that you really can use your markers with the polymer stamps. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if I have. Nope, I don't. I did not pull them out. So we're going to grab some blocks, and we're going to use this piece here, and I'll show you which one that is in a second, that one. And I always need thank you cards, so I'm going to use thank you on this one. So let's grab the word thank you, and let's see here, this little block, okay, and that's what we're going to use. So we're done with that for the moment. All right, now when you get your polymer stamps are the clear ones. I told you I was going to show you what we're going to use. We're going to use this one right here, this one right here. When you get your polymer stamps, they usually have like this coating on them. So you will want to go ahead, scrub them off, and ink them, stamp them off, just kind of season them a little bit. And then you can use your markers, which work with this technique. All right? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use the Granny Apple Green. And I'm just going to take this green and I'm just going to swipe it on the leaves. Okay, so, and we're going to take the Flirty Flamingo is the other color we're going to use. So we've used that in the blends, and we are using a marker, and we're going to use the ink pad. That's one of the awesome things with Stampin' Up! Is that, oh, I don't want to do that yet. And now next, let's go take this and let's do our little dots. And I'm not so concerned about those. I just want them enough where I can see them. And if you need to, you can go huff on here like this. And I'm going to start right up here. Okay? And there you are. It's stamped. Now, I'm not so concerned that I don't see my dots yet, but we're going to get to that. We're going to go back and we're going to put those dots in with this marker. So let's just do this again. I want to do it a few more times, but you can totally use your markers on your polymer stamps. Now, it might not give you that super solid kind of look that you're looking for, but I didn't really need it on this one. I'm going to huff again and kind of come right up, get my head up here, sorry. Kind of get my, there we go. I'm just kind of making a line as I come down. And one more, we're going to do one more. And let's do that. Now, if you wanted to, you could clean this and, you know, go back and you might not get the kind of the lines, and I'll show you what I mean, but it looks really cool. And the lines are there from the marker, if that makes any sense. I'm going to come back and put a little bit on the dots here because they're kind of fading away. And then we're going to go back and put them in. All right, last one. What should I do here? Let's see. Can I do that? Let's just do that. Kind of come over there a little bit for something different. Okay, see how the lines, can you see the lines a little bit in the leaves? And that's where, because it's polymer, it doesn't give you that super solid coverage, I guess you would say. But that's okay, because it's okay. So we're going to take the, so in our markers we have the fine tip and the brush tip. And I'm just going to come in and brighten these up and go right over these dots that were done with the stamp. Just like that. Okay. And once I have those, I am going to, there we are. Now, let's go ahead and I have my Flirty Flamingo ink pad because it's just easier. I want a solid coverage on this for sure. And we're going to use this piece of white. Let me come over here a little bit. And we're going to stamp our thank you. Get that inked up. Okay. And get my head in here. Let's turn it there. There. So, sorry if my head's kind of in the way. Gosh. There we go. Hey! I did it straight. Yay! One more thing before we close up the ink pad. I'm going to go ahead and use a blending brush, and I'm going to take some of this color right out of the pad, kind of tap it on there because I don't want it super heavy. And I'm just going to take a light touch and I'm going to put some of that color around the stem here, just like that. Can you see it? It's hard to see, and that's okay because it is light. There you can see it a little bit, the hue. I want it light, but it just gives something extra inside that area that is embossed. All right, there we are. And then what we're going to do is one more thing. We're going to take this green again, and I need my scissors in this here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to angle this side, and we're going to angle this side just like that. Actually, this one I need to angle it a little closer. There we go. Just like that. And then we are going to use this Flirty Flamingo ribbon, which has a fun sparkle in it. I love it. And we're going to use two pieces. We're going to take one piece and just leave it straight. Then we're going to take a second piece and we're going to tie it onto here. So let's take that and just tie a knot. That's all I'm doing. And tie it on there. Okay, and cut that off. Yeah. And I want this piece shorter than my long piece. So let me cut this off a little bit more, and then let's pull that down so you can always adjust this. And this needs to be a little bit shorter here. So just a different way to use your ribbon that you don't, so you're not going all the way across. I might actually cut this down. Let me see. So this is going to go here. And then my thank you is kind of going to go right above that. But before we, this is the same trick. Now, so you can use markers or you can use your sponge brush. You can use your blends, but I'm doing the same technique and just going around the edges so that it gives you kind of a, these donut, oh, okay. I was just reading Deborah's comment. Hi, Carol. All right, so we need some dimensionals here, and I can just use my cut pieces because I use every single bit of that. I don't waste any of those dimensionals, right? Okay. So let's see. That's gonna just kind of go there, and let's bring that up a little bit. And then this will go kind of right here. Looks so cute. All right, now how do you attach this, you guys? There's a couple ways, but I will tell you that probably the best way is to use the mini glue dots. And so you just, wherever your mini glue dots are, underneath the here, you take your piece, and I'm going to go ahead and, I'm not going to go all the way to the edge, but kind of towards the middle, so one side, then go to the next glue dot and grab that one. Okay, and then let's just go ahead and put that down kind of in the middle there, so that it's just kind of underneath our thank you, just like that. Okay, and then we are going to go ahead and put all the layers together. So that wasn't too hard, but I wanted to share with you because I know some people don't think that you can use your markers with the polymer stamps. When they're smaller, that kind of thing, let me bring it up closer, it works really well. If they're a big image, not so well, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, if you want to just stamp this in one solid color and then maybe put gems on every one of these little guys, you can do that. You don't have to worry about it. But I did, I just wanted to show you that. All right. So let's go ahead and just, again, this is just 1/4 of an inch smaller than my layers. So this is going to go onto the granny apple. And then this is going to go on the front of your white cardstock, just like that. Okay, now because it is white on the inside, I'm not doing any layering, but we can go back and just do at least one of these guys in the inside of our card, and get that inked up. Let's go ahead and get some the dots. Let's see. All right, almost done. And we're going to add gems to this because we can. All right, so let's just do that like that. And actually, we're going to reinforce those dots again just so that they stick out more, or are a little more dominant. There we go. Just like that. And then in the stamp set, there's You're Such a Blessing. That would be great to go on the inside of here, right? Let's grab some of those gems, and this time let's use, if I can find them, here they are. Let's go ahead and use, there is white. I don't know if you can see these. These are like white, and then these are clear. So let's go ahead and use the white ones on here. And like I said, they look like they have, what do I want to say? It's like I don't know how to explain it. They're crisscrossed, and so it makes it look really cool. Let's see, what should we do? Where should we put that other one? Right here? Right here. There we go. But it just gives you that extra sparkle in there. All right, and last but not least is another fun fold. How about that, you guys? I love fun folds, right? I'm glad you like the idea, Deborah. All right, let's get this one. And our fourth card is using 2 sets. Okay, so let me get this out of the way. And again, we're going to use this stamp set that's going to be leaving us because it made some beautiful Christmas cards, but I thought everybody was done with Christmas cards, so I didn't want to go there. You can make a fall card. I didn't clean that very well either. Let's see. Let's try that one more time here. There we go. Now it's clean. And I don't know if you guys realize this, but this is one that we're going to be using. This is going to be disappearing. So if you like this one, make sure that you grab it. I really didn't use this, but I really used these on some cards that we did for during the catalog period. Now, this one, was this the one? Did I cut this one? No, it was a different one. But this one, you can use this thanks. Cut this little guy right off of here and just use the thanks. You can leave it together, but I have seen people cut this part right off and just use this piece of wheat totally separate. So you can do that. But we're going to use the Thinking of You from here. And then another one that we haven't used in a long time is the Hydrangea Haven. Now, this is gorgeous. The way that they have designed these stamps, it's really beautiful. And I want you to see that in this card. Okay, so let me grab what I need here and get some things out of the way. I need to switch it up here. All right. I need those gems back. Okay. And so we're going to use the Thinking of You. We are going to be using fresh freesia because hydrangeas are kind of purpley, right? But the Thinking of You, I thought, you know what, you could use that for anything, any situation going on, right? Now, here's what we need. Let me grab this out of the way. We need your colored cardstock. needs to be 5.5 by 4 1/4, and you're going to score it on one end at 1/2 inch. Okay, I have two pieces just like that, 4 1/4 by 5.5 scored at 1/2 inch. Then I have a piece of the white, and thick white would work best, just for the holding up of the card. So 4 1/4 by 5 1/8. Wait, 5. Excuse me, 4 1/4 by 5. That's what this one is. Okay, a little bit different. Hang with me. This is a new fold. I don't know if you guys have ever done this one. So I just made it up. I don't know. Maybe somebody else has already done it, but this is one that I came up with. So thanks for jumping on, whoever's watching. I appreciate you being here and stopping by and checking out the free card class. We're going to use the scoring tool, and we need to do some cutting. So what you need to do is yours will be scored, okay? When you get your kit, it's going to be scored. You're going to cut from this score line down to this point, okay? That's going to be our first cut. So what I do is you're going to put that scoring right in the groove there. That's where the cutting's going to be. Then you're going to put this point in the groove where the cutting is at. Let me come up here a little bit higher. Make sure I'm up in there. And then that point right there, okay? Then you lay this down, and then you're just going to cut this. Okay? Just like that. And then this you can use for something else. We're not going to be using it. And then this one you want to do at the opposite. Okay? You're going to come from this side down to this point. So let's do that. So there is my score is in that groove, and then get this point down here in the groove. Oh, my block is stopping me from moving here. There we go. Here and here. All right. Now, okay, so we don't need this piece. Come on. There we are. And I think we're done with the cutter. So I'm going to put that down here out of the way. All right. So, cutting's done. Let's do our stamping. First thing we're going to do, we're going to take, we're going to be using the fresh freesia. And we're going to use the outline, this outline piece. Now, if you see this, this is one piece. Now see how this is separate? It comes separate. So I decided I cut this to match this. Doesn't hurt anything. You guys, you can cut your polymer stamps. You can do it. See there? And right here is where it can match up. And I'll show you after I'm done how easy it is to match it back up. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to be taking this little outlines, and we're going to just make ourselves some designer paper. Okay, with our hydrangea, solid or little outline hydrangea here, just like that. Okay, so there's that one. Let's take this one, and you'll notice I'm not stamping all the way to the edge because I don't want the image on over the score line, put it that way. Okay, let's see. Now I'm going to fold this and see how there's a little gap right in here. See how there's just a little gap right there. So I'm going to ink this up and like put some in there, right there, just like that. Let me see how this one looks. Fold it over, and there's a little spot there. Let's go ahead and stick that in there just to get some on the edge there. Okay, so there we are. All right, so are you guys taking a guess on how this is going to turn out? All right, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and stamp our hydrangea. So what I'm going to do is we're going to, okay, so remember I said that I would show you this? So let me clean this and show you. It's so easy to cut your polymer stamps. You should not be afraid to do that because it's awesome. I mean, you can get so much more out of your stamps if you take the bravery and do it, right? Okay, let me show you. So here is this all came as one piece. So if I put this back down, look, this is going to match right up, just like that. And if you want to stamp it solid, you can, but you can get so much more out of here when you take this and don't do it that way. All right, so what are we going to do next? Let's go ahead. We're going to stamp this with soft succulent. We're going to stamp this full strength and get this inked up. Full strength, and this is the outline, and it's going to go like this. And so, yeah, I have that on, right? Okay, we're going to come like this. We're going to come up here a little bit, right there. Okay, that is the first step. And let's get this over here out of the way. Second step is this piece right here is the solid that fits right inside of the outline. But I don't want it full strength. I want it stamped off, and then I got to get my head up here again so I can see the best that I can to get this lined up. And with it being polymer, it makes it so much easier. There we go. Just like that. See there? Nice and light. That's what I wanted. All right, we're done with the soft succulent. Now let's go back to the fresh freesia and ink this up. And let's oh goodness, that is not what I wanted, but we're gonna go with it. All right. Oh my gosh. There. Oh golly molly. All right, we're gonna try. This shouldn't happen, you guys, but we're just gonna go for it. It turned out okay. All right. I need to clean this. It's getting unsticky, and that's what happened. All right, let me get that over here out of the way, and then we're gonna go with the solid piece that fits just like how the leaves had the solid piece. We're gonna take that. Hi, Donna. And we're gonna stamp off. And then I don't know if there's really a right or wrong here. It's just going to kind of fit all over, just like that. Okay? Nice and soft and pretty, and that's what we want. Now the next thing we're going to do is put our thinking of you. And, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put this together. Well, no, I better not. But I am going to eyeball it, okay? I'm going to eyeball it to know where my thinking of you needs to be. It needs to be right over in here because I want it underneath this piece. Okay? So, thinking of you, and we're going to use the black. I love how you can take so many of our stamps and use them with other stamps that really coordinate well. I really like this large thinking of you, where it's very soft and small in the stamp set itself. All right, let's come right here, and that's going to go here, just like that. Okie dokie. We have all our stamping done. Put that out of the way, and let's put this together. And the way you're going to do this is your adhesive, these are going to crisscross in the front, okay? So we are going to take our adhesive, and it goes on the inside. And of course I have my nice silicone mat, and I'm just going to pull that all the way, okay? Then this is going to lay right on here, and I just need to, I want it to go right up to the edge and match up. I think I got it. There we go. Okay. And then the same thing on this side. Let's just go ahead and grab this adhesive and go all the way down. And I would use a stronger adhesive because you want this to stay, you know. And the glue would be great, the liquid glue, because it will it gives you some time to move it if you'd like. All right, and look at this. How pretty is that? It's hard to tell like this, but you've got the flower kind of peeking out, and then you've got the pretty on the outside. But we're not done, because we are going to take this gorgeous black gingham ribbon, and we're going to put that around, and that's where it's going to coordinate with the this bone folder is just helping my my creases. We're going to take the ribbon wherever it is, right here, and it coordinates with your saying because you use the black on the inside, right? Okay, there we go. So yes, you're going to, when you get this, this is just going to come right around the front, and you're going to tie this pretty bow in the front. These two colors, it just gives it, what do I want to say? It's kind of like pink and black, you know, if you like pink and black, it really gives it that same kind of effect. So you'll have the ribbon so you can tie a nice bow around to hold your card closed. But you have this pretty ribbon that's going to be right here in the front. And let's take this, and the last thing we're going to do is we're going to use the clear gems. So you'll want these gems, so make sure that your order is $50 so you get the gems for free. But let's go ahead and put some of these gems up here, if I can get it with my take your pick tool. Let's come down here with a gem, and let's take a small one and maybe come down here just to give you that little extra, and you can also put more wherever you like. But what do you think of that fun fold, you guys? What do you think of that one? Hey, I'm not too bad. It's just 8:12. So thank you for hanging out with me. I'm going to bring all of the 4 cards in here. We've done all 4 cards. Those will be the cards that you'll get in your kit for this next week of ordering. So make sure that you place your order using the host code. Let me grab the cards and get those back in the screen here before we take off. Here we go. So we had, this was card number 1. I think that was card number 2. Card number 3, and card number 4. Those were the ones that we did. I don't think they'll all fit in there like this. Maybe, there we go, maybe they'll come in like that. But you guys, you just can't see the beauty of these when you're not in person with them, right? I tell you that all the time. But there you are, there's your 4 cards. Now, again, make sure that you, I'm going to come back up here, and make sure that you use the, oh my gosh, host code right here. Oh my goodness, I'm backwards. But this is the host code that's only good until the 19th of this month. And I will be live again next Thursday. Oh no, this Thursday. I will be live this Thursday. Next week, we only have a week left. Can you believe it? Before Christmas. I will not, I'm going to take the week of Christmas off completely. I won't be on. You might have, I might, you know, pop in here or there, but I'm not going to do a live the week of Christmas, okay? And so, let me know if there's anything I can do for you, and make sure that you let me know that you're interested in techniques or whatever, stamp sets. Give me some feedback. That's what I want. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you will have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you on Thursday live at 7, okay? Bye-bye.